A big week here in Canberra, Parliament back.
Yes, the week in Parliament, all about the Industrial Relations Bill, Kieran. I expect the government to come up with some sort of consensus compromises with the business community on a few features on multi-employer bargaining ahead of the House of Representatives debate. We heard a couple of those from the Industrial Relations Minister, Tony Burke, this morning. A grace period of 6 months before a multi-employer agreement can be considered after a single agreement has expired, and a vote of a majority of each workplace before that can be entered into. Still a lot of focus on whether independent David Pocock will agree to the legislation going through this year. Anybody's guess. Mine is with the right concessions he will. The government will also be keen this week to push the 15% pay rise the Fair Work Commission gave aged care workers and show the difference between its position and the opposition on wages. On the other side of the cost of living argument, Cabinet is tomorrow, but I don't expect a solution out of that to the energy price crisis, probably sometime before the end of the month, Kieran.
You and I will be back on air. Big coverage Wednesday for the midterm elections.
And I expect Joe Biden's Democrats to take a bit of a bath in the midterms. Typical of midterm elections for incumbent governments, particularly the Democrats. Inflation and a worsening economy mean worse results for incumbents, particularly when Joe Biden has not performed impressively.
The climate talks underway in Egypt, Andrew?
Yeah, so Australia will agree to this methane pledge to cut methane emissions by 30% by 2030. It's an aspiration, not a binding target. I expect the government to go on the counter-attack this week against opposition claims this will end the barbecue. And at the end of the week, Friday, Anthony Albanese will leave for ASEAN, APEC and the G20 in Asia.